my name, and I love Nigerian people. I love Nigerian food, Nigeria culture, but I'm not from Nigeria. I'm from Brazil, but I'm living in England for almost 20 years. And yeah, Naira, and you got Nairas, but yeah. um, Basically, this year I'll be 17 years as a baker, but professionally 15 years. Um, and I just love baking, and I start like most of bakers, baking to friends, family, church. Church was a huge thing for me because I was very fond of my community. Um, and then people starting to ask me, can you make my wedding cake? Can you make christening cake? Can you make for this, for that? And I was just like, oh no, I will give you as a gift, like we all do in the beginning.
True. And yeah, I totally agree to that. Yes.
Exactly. And then after years, I just think, you know what? I should start to pray for this, because I always believe God will guide me the things He wants for my life. And then after quite a while praying and seeing how it will be, and then God sent me my first order. And from that, I never stopped. And obviously, the business along the way was changing. When I started, I didn't know nothing. Nothing. I was a passionate baker, love baking, love decorating cakes. But one thing is you love baking, another thing is to have a business. And that's when things are starting to, wow, things cost a lot.
Yes.
Baking cakes
Yeah.
cost a lot. Learning, books, magazines, classes, this cost a lot. How can I get this as a business and making money? So yeah, then I started to obviously study and taking seriously, and especially pricing and lots of other things. I'm sure we're going to talk about it here.
Yes. Yeah. That's amazing. You've been in the baking industry for so long. I'm so happy to share the video with you because I'm very new, absolutely new to the industry. Like I would say a year and a half.
Oh,
that's it.
it's so beautiful. You're a baby baker. That's lovely.
Yes.
I'm still learning.
I'm a baby.
I feel I know nothing, honestly. I love to learn, and I feel I know nothing. So that's beautiful.
Yes. So I'm learning. I'm in my learning phase right now. So, but it's a challenge. Like you said, it's a big challenge. When I got in, I was making cookies first. So not the cakes. I was making some cookies, sharing with my friends. And thanks to my friends, I put up a small event where I sold small cookies, you know. So and after that, people came up and started asking, will you bake for my company? I have an event in my company, you know, and have a small party at home. So I need cookies. Can you bake some? And then from there, because I bake them eggless, a lot of my community people like eggless cakes.
Yeah.
And, you know, that's where it started for me to bake. And then when I got my first order, trust me, I wasn't this good.
Me too. Me too.
Yes. And I never knew the cost of the materials because I was just baking as a hobby and, you know, for my friends and family because I'm new to the country here as well. So I never did a lot of, you know, all these things. This happened and here I am. It's a lot of, it's an expensive business, you know. I would say that it's an expensive business and you don't see a much happening in the first couple of years when you started off as a business, especially not as a hobby where Naira she was baking for the church and her friends and family here. So then we go to the cost, but when we stay as a business, there's a lot of investment happening.
Okay, thank
Can
you
you hear?
so much.
Is a
I can hear you very well. Thank you.
So the place that I live is Cork in Ireland. And here I see a lot of home bakers, but not much of options. You see, they have very limited options, especially like they don't give us eggless or if we are allergic to anything like gluten free or if they're allergic to butter or if they're allergic to eggs. We don't have that kind of option. So that's where I felt, you know, I'll be adding my uh, value into it, where I love baking eggless. I personally am allergic to eggs, so I cannot eat eggs that's not processed. So I would like to get some things in. So keeping that in mind, it was a really nice take for my hobby to take it to the next level. So here I don't see much of it, but now it's growing. Now, since you're even, I'm seeing that some people are trying to explore this avenue of baking business, but
Well, if you're not focused on your business, if you're not focused on what you really want to do and achieve, you're not going to go anywhere because you're going to start to compare yourself to the others. You're going to start to, every single challenge you have, you start to be, oh, I'm not capable. You're going to start to doubt yourself. You're going to start into, oh, this person, he's in the same area as I am. And she have a lot these cakes this weekend. I have none. And then you're starting to be crazy. But every single person has a journey. And if you don't have focus on your business, you're not going to prepare the things you should be preparing. You're not going to grow, as we say, you're going to grow, your grass is going to continue to be, dry. You're not going to be focused and put, soil, you put water, make your seeds to grow. And this takes time. And that's the thing people don't realize when you have any business, but especially in baking, because for some people, it's fine.
yes,
No.
yeah,
I'm sure people say that
oh
to
yes,
you. Oh, because very
definitely
nice.
they do. Yes, yeah. They come up and then, oh, you're charging so much for an eggless cake. I'll be like, try, give it a try. It's not that easy as it seems when you get the product and have it. So, uh, like you said, it's you have to nurture it. You just can't do it overnight. It just doesn't come, without focus, without having that concentration, being organized. Especially baking, you need to be organized and you need to stay focused because you miss one ingredient into your cake, it turns out to be a stone.
Exactly. And when you decided to focus, you will be more organized. You will plan things ahead. You're gonna get the right customers, not the ones who not gonna want to pay what is your price, what is your value of your product.
Yes.
And that's what they think. Some people feel discouraged. Oh, I people don't want to pay, but obviously they want to pay because you don't add value. You don't show them you really are a good baker. And what they can see is, oh, is someone making a cake, another one making a cake. But no, I want your cake. It's eggless. It's eggless free. I have myself, I can eat eggless. I can eat eggs. So this is why I started. Show your journey, show
Yes.
your process. Starting, to see why I'm starting to bake. But when you're not focused, you just want to do everything. And then you're gonna do brownies. You're gonna do, oh, I'm gonna do wedding cakes. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. Cupcakes.
Everything.
And then
Yes.
you're not gonna be knowing for something special. And that's what I always say to my students, because in my baking journey, then I start a few years ago, knowing nothing, and I'm still learning a lot. And then after years, I just realized I need to study more. I need to learn about pricing. I need to learn about marketing. I need to learn about so much more than the recipes. And then when you niche, you exactly know, okay, I'm going to do buttercream and fondant cakes. That's it. And then it was a game changing because then I specialize in that personalized buttercream and fondant cake. And people just come and come and come. Oh, can you put the picture of my father on the cake? Oh, I was thinking I want a heart with the name, with this color. Can you do that? Something specific, something different no one is doing and you are doing. Like your niche is so amazing and it's growing, growing, growing. But I see a lot of people because, oh, I don't know how to price. Come on, have a good
Yes.
mentor. Go to, found someone,
Study,
found a good
yes,
course and
learn, yes.
going to learn. And then people is going to see the value because you're going to, okay, this cake cost this. Look at my brand. Look what I have learned of the past years. It's not just about the ingredients. It's about myself. It's about the brand as I am building. And that's the thing. So if you ask me, focus is everything. And now I'm mentoring people to up their cake business and also to grow their business. And it's so beautiful because most of the people, they don't know where they want to be.
Be
I just want to make money. Okay. Yes, but what you can do different.
yes.
What you can do differently.
Differently is what we stand out for. So I totally agree with you, Naira, on this because I have seen a couple of bakers recently who just come up and say, I just want to make a side hustle on the weekends and they just start baking, and it's not that. It's something that is a art. It's a creativity that comes out, it's something that you're showcasing that's you. So this is the cake world, basically. The baking world is something that is you. It is not like you just randomly wake up one day and come up and say, "Oh no, I'm going to bake today and I'm going to start baking." It's not going to happen because it's an art. I mean, it just has to come. You have to, like she said, you have to be something special. You have to get something new to the plate. It's not the same thing that I'm going to serve you again. It's not a bakery store, bought cake that I'm going to give you. That's something that we're getting in, like the niche that you need to find. Like I did for my egglet cakes. So it took me almost 6 months to get my cake recipe right. To get that airy sponge that we get with eggs. So that's how it grows. You just can't come one day and say, "Oh, I'm gonna do this." It's not gonna happen. We need to learn. We need and marketing. Marketing is something. Oh God, I'm still learning. I'm putting my hands in and learning that. But yes, that's difficult as well. It's not easy because we don't know how to portray ourselves. We know how to bake, but we don't know how to portray it and present it to people. So that's always a challenge. And it's where we need to really learn because now the entire world is in social media. So that's a really big challenge to get the things out and in the right perspective.
Yeah. And when you focus on yourself and what the things you want to achieve, you put more energy into it.
Yes.
And obviously, a lot of more doors will open for you, more opportunities, the right people. And also,
right training.
you're going to grow in confidence as well, even to do cakes more quickly, decorate more quickly, because you are more confident in what you're doing and you know you are good at. And some people, and that's the other thing we have to change, is the way we see things. Some people, they don't think they're good. And obviously, we have to understand when we need to improve our skills.
Yes.
Yeah. But some people, they're so good. But oh yeah, no, I don't think I could charge a little bit more. So what they need is encouragement. And when you focus on yourself, come on, I've been learning, I've been studying, I've been 6 months to develop my beautiful recipe. So give me a credit.
So yeah, so that's the
Because as I said before, you're gonna be doing everything what everybody's doing, and maybe you have something so special. And I'm not talking about huge cakes, different things. But for example, you can do, oh, my Victoria sponge cake is the best where I am. And then you're gonna be known for the best Victoria sponge cake in Swaffham is where I am now. And then you can grow. People are going to talk about, oh, I traveled into Swaffham just to get that Victoria sponge cake because it's the best.
Yeah.
And then people is going to talk more about you. But if you end up doing everything, oh, because now people are doing this because it's in Dubai, the best everybody's doing is viral, fine. But where this can get you more customers, this is for your customers. This is your niche. This is going to get you to be more known in your area, in your town, outside,
Sure. And that's
So-
for the long run, I would say, right? So if something goes viral and you just started off, then we are losing our need. And it's going to be just for a day, and someone is going to come with something that's going to go viral again. So,
Exactly. For example, I
yeah.
have a shop. We sell cake decorating supplies. We send all over the world. Some of our videos, it went viral. I wish half or even 1% of, that people who click or like or comment buy our products.
Yeah.
Likes doesn't make money. Can grow you, can make you can, but it doesn't make you. What make you money in your pocket? What make you have a lot of nairas, a lot of pounds, a lot of dollars? Is you selling your products, you selling your cakes, you selling, your mentorings. And how you gonna do that? You have to sell more for your same customers, and you have to sell more for different customers. How are you gonna get new customers? Advertising, posting, being on social media, talking to people, being offline. That's the thing some people don't tell us.
Yes.
You can sell more offline than online.
Yes.
And nowadays, I noticed for the past 2 days, if you have a good marketing offline, is a gold, because your customers, they will feel so special. Everything you're gonna create, they will buy it or they will recommend it you because they feel special. Wow, this lady, she did this cake for me last month, but now she sent me a message, so just to say, I have a Easter collection especially for my VIP customers, and you on my VIP list. It's nothing if you think it. Oh, it's nothing, but it's a lot. So when you know to do a wonderful, beautiful offline market very well, you're gonna grow. So yeah, no, don't do everything, guys. Don't do everything. See what you do best. Even if it's just, a cookie, a Victoria sponge cake, or I only can do a cream cake. That's the only thing is the best. Okay, go for it. But do the best one, and then you grow. And I'm not saying you're not gonna have another products in your bakery. That's not I'm not gonna say, but you have to be known for something, and then you go on that.
I I totally agree. See, I would say there is a lot of distraction that would happen because we would like to grow, and all of us think that, oh, this bakes, they charges hundreds of euros and pounds and dollars, and then you're making money like that. So that's not going to happen. We need to stay focused. We need the exact materials and equipment, and trust me, it is not easy to do that. And if you don't have your right equipment, your right supplies, and if you don't know what exactly you want to get on, right now when I say eggless, so I knew that I wanted to do eggless bakes, and that's where I was putting my focus on. And I was not distracted from that because my entire goal was to get a very good eggless sponge that is as equally tasty and soft and as a cake with an egg. So that was my focus. So I put all my focus into it and never got distracted away from that. Though my recipes fail, how many ever times I tried it, and it used to be a disaster sometimes. But getting focused, getting the right equipment to do all that, and not losing your track on all of it. So not going away from like where you want to actually be when you're thinking of yourself as a baker, what you're getting to the plate, like as I said earlier, and what you want to do after 5 years when you're thinking about like doing this for your life. So what you're going to do after 5 years, you're just getting everything. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. No, not going to happen. So that's what I learned in the short period of time where, I did do the mistake of stepping into doing cupcakes and doing other, pastries and snacks, all that. I wanted to get into that things, but then later I realized that's gonna be a chaos for me. Now, it definitely distracted me a lot when compared to it. So now I learned, like, no. So I'm gonna concentrate on my cakes, make them the best cake that I can offer. I basically concentrate on cream cakes and buttercream. So that's what I wanted to do. So I wouldn't suggest, to just go ahead and randomly get up and say, I'm going to start baking. That's not going to happen.
Okay, thank
I,
you.
yeah.
You
Can
were
I
able
add two
to.
things?
Yeah, yes,
I
yes.
totally agree with you, but I think the two important things distract, is procrastination, because
Yes,
a lot
definitely.
of bakers, we start in our houses, in our homes, is a lot of distraction and procrastinate is very easily. Oh, I have to study a new recipe. Oh, let me put some clothes to wash. Oh, I'm going to sit down a little bit. Oh, procrastination and comparison.
Yeah.
Comparison so destructive. I see amazing people, but they get discouraged because they compare themselves to someone, and they say, come on, put yourself together, do it. Stop comparing yourself, go for it, do things right. So yeah, I will add these two things.
So I would say, uh, it's not easy to create a niche. Trust me, it's not going to be that easy. But we need to study, we need to learn, we need to learn the industry when you're stepping into it. You need to know other bakers, what they are offering from their home. What they're baking from their home, what they specialize in, and what best they're giving. And as a baker, when we start off, when we are learning, I would really want to know what they're actually doing, learn the market, learn what they're doing, what's new, what's happening. When I say I would like to bake cookies, so who's doing what kind of cookies? Are they baking with eggless, or are they doing with brownie cookies? Are they making just normal cookies? And what kind of cookies are they getting? So what can I do new is the question I would like to ask myself when I'm starting and creating a niche for myself, as a name for myself as a baker. So if I say, like, okay, I'm gonna do mini cookies, like a bite size, that's gonna create something new for everyone. Like, what kind of people? Like she already said, Naira said that you have to go physically to the market and offline. When you meet people offline, create a circle. You talk to them about what kind they're looking forward to. Like, the regular bakers that we would have had something, we would have ate some things, or someone would have told, oh, she bakes something very nice, puff pastries or croissants or something that they would have done very nice. So you talk to people, you learn what you can do better or what you can get something new in it, you know so like, that's how I would say to develop a good niche, a very good new thing to the market. So that's where we would like to, I'm still doing that. I'm not there yet, but I'm trying my best to get out there and talk to people. I put up events like stalls in Saturday markets and farmers market, where I talk to people personally and know their likes. Like, they come up, they say that they don't find much of cream cakes, fresh cream or buttercream or fondant or any other form like Swiss meringue or French meringue buttercreams. They don't find a lot of theme cakes. So they talk to us, they explain it to us, and they say that we want this quantity and we want something like this to be put onto the cakes. We're not trying to find that. So that's where I gather all the information to make my cakes more better. Get that niche out there, get that prominence out there, that okay, this is me, so this is what I'm gonna get it to you. So that's how is developing a niche would go. And it doesn't happen in a day or two. It takes a few months, a year. You have to keep trying and trying and never give up. So like she said, procrastinating is a very wrong thing. I did fall into that loop as well in the starting, where I lost interest. I was like, I'm not able to get the cake right, so I'm just going to give up. And then that didn't happen. I did try again. And then I knew that you keep trying and you succeed. And so here I am today,
Yeah, and I will say as well, just just take a minute to think what I do best.
yes.
Do best. What is the product I do best? As I say, I have one student. She do this specialized Brazilian cake who called honey bread cake. It's a very, very specific Brazilian cake. We didn't have it here in UK before. But now she is become the queen of honey bread cake. Can you believe that? She before a few years ago she was like, oh no, I don't know. She was charging 5 years ago 50 cents for one small. I say, are you crazy? Let's come on, no, come on. Let's pricing, let's study pricing, let's organize, let's make your business rock.
Yes.
First, the first steps, which people don't, oh, I'm not gonna price, I'm gonna make it happen in my mind, I'm gonna see some apps. Listen, is a good apps. Listen, but you don't know what you're gonna put in your prices. Doesn't matter. You can have the best app in the world. You're not going to do it right. How much is your ingredients? How much is your light, your gas, your electricity, your tax, your value? So, and then she's starting to change things. She became more organized. She's starting to get my smart customers and more and more and more. And where she is now, to have this title, the queen of the honey bread cake in it's starting the people say, oh, it's the best in London, and then the best in UK, oh, the best in Europe. And she's been selling her honey bread cakes all over Europe. People, oh, I'm gonna have a wedding in France. I'm gonna have a wedding. 2 years ago, she went to Spain to, and then she went to visit Escribá Chocolatier. Is one of the best pastry and cake shop in Spain. And there is the owner is married a Brazilian lady, and she's a wonderful cake designer. She's a master chef judge. And then she, oh, I know you. You do the best honey bread cake. Can you teach my team? Can you believe it? She was 2 years ago say I couldn't do it. If she's still charging 50 cents for a small honey, now she charged £11. 50 pounds. And she's a wonderful. Can you believe that? She say, oh no, I'm not gonna do it. And she's fully booked all the time. And she's more confident. She's doing cakes as well. And this is what I'm told you before. It's not because you're not gonna sell anything else.
Yes.
But first, be known for something. We're going to put in the authority. Oh, you are an authority in eggless cake. Is the best. But
Yes.
if I don't have focus, none of them are gonna have.
Thank you so much. And,
I just want to talk to you guys the whole evening, and we really have to meet. I have to go to Ireland, or you have to come here. We have to go to Nigeria.
Sure, we can do that.
Do you know what? Josephine, she's an amazing artist. I went to London. I haven't posted yet. I didn't want to say to her because it's a surprise. I make a video I'm going to post in a few days for Easter. I went to, she's a Catholic, and then she did these beautiful cards. So beautiful. And then I went to the biggest Catholic shop in London, and then her cards was there, beautifully displayed. I cried the first time when I saw it because she's so talented. I say, you should be selling this. Oh, you should be selling because you know what? You're so good, and that's what this is why I'm so passionate about mentoring. As I started as a baker, and then my business grew, and then I was fully booked, fully booked. Then I start to teach, and then people asking more, like, Naira, I learned how to decorate cakes with you, but how can I price my cakes? How can I organize my business? And that's the thing. We have a lots of people doing classes, teaching how to decorate, how to bake, but how can I organize everything? And sometimes we just need a word of encouragement. Like for me, a few years ago, someone said to me, you should bake, you should sell your cakes. They are so good. And I'm sure you also heard a lot of encouragement
Yes,
words.
yes,
Some
yes.
people discourage us. Oh, lots of people are doing the same, what you're doing.
Oh, yeah,
But
definitely,
that's the
yes.
thing. If you believe it's a God promise to you and a business, I truly believe that a business, not something else, is the talent, the gift God gave you. So you can, share with people and grow and also make yourself something beautiful, a beautiful journey. Yeah. Thank you so much, Josephine. Thank you so much.
Okay, we have another comment here. Sweet enough. Said 4 years ago, Naira didn't allow me to stop baking. She inspired me, and in that day, I have been flying. That's wonderful. That's wonderful.
This lady, she is unbelievable. And the thing is, 4 years ago, she was just needed someone to believe in her. Now she have two business now, totally different from another, and she just starts to mentoring women how to lose weight, but with health. And I'm now, I'm one of her, her she's my mentor now. Can you believe that? I'm so happy. But that's the thing. You start as a baker, but I always say to people, your business is a gem. You know, you start making cakes because you love people, and then you start into selling them. But then all the things can be added. You The more you niche, more you can grow your business. It's insane, but more you niche, more you can grow. And then, oh baby, who can? Oh, let's do now. I'm just selling my eggless mixture to some bigger brand. I'm just selling my aprons, and I'm.
Yes.
When I started, I couldn't even speak English very well. I'm still not right there, but I couldn't even speak English very well. But this doesn't stop me. And sometimes I just say, God help me. Sometimes I have overconfidence for myself, but it's just because I don't believe in myself. I can't do anything. I'm here, but I'm shaking because it's the first time, with a Nigeria podcast. So blessed to be asking to
Yes.
be with you guys. And honestly, you are such an amazing young baker, and you have a bright future.
Thank
And I feel
you.
so blessed to be here. And I know it's not because of me; it's because of God. And
Definitely.
if you listen, if you be focused, you're gonna go.
Ah,
You're gonna go.
thank you so much.
You're gonna go.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, definitely. With all the blessing and support, yes.
We
We'll keep striving
also
towards
have
that.
another comment here. We have good afternoon. I love the service and the bakes that baking Attila 17 provide. It is really inspiring seeing her grow her business. Thank you for the wonderful section. It surely others inspiration. So people are coming.
Thank you. Yeah, it's been a tough journey when I started off, because it was something of a challenge for me because I came to this country very recently. So I did not know anything about the baking world here, how people are going to accept me, and what I can get better. What can I provide them? What can I tell them about me, and how can I get my name out? So everything was new, from the government, from setting up a home business, and getting all the materials needed. Everything was new for me. So absolutely new. Back home, it's not like that. It's absolutely different here. It is a very big step. I was scared, thanks to my family, but I was scared. Like, absolutely. I like you. I speak English, but trust me, I'm not able to get the words out
It's
as
perfect
well.
English.
Yes. It was very difficult for me to start off, and then in the middle, like when I was building my business up, I had, like you said earlier, I had a lot of people coming up. They're like, you've not priced it correctly. It is too expensive. And we get something for so much. They used to send me photos and ask, like, oh, do you know they bake this for me in the bakery for so much? And you're charging me twice the price. I'm like, see, this is what I get to you, and that's not what I'm going to give you from the bakery. I'm not going to get the same cake and tell you I'm giving you the twice the price. I'm baking it fresh. What I give is I'm baking the cake 2 days before and just setting it right and then getting the cake for you fresh, all done to your desire, all done to your requirements. So that's what I was struggling with. And I heard a lot of comments telling, oh no, you can't do this. You're not supposed to do like that. You're supposed to give us like this. And it was a big challenge for me to learn all this in a very short time. And my focus, my fears, I used to always like, oh, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to get there. And I, something, I think God itself, I would agree with her, that pushed, just get up the next day morning, you start baking again, you do the best that you're doing. And that's what I started doing. And here I am.
And the
So,
things, and we're gonna have lots of things which are gonna go wrong. You're not gonna get right all the time. It's the other way. You're gonna get things wrong all the time.
yes.
But it's important. Don't stop, on the failure. What can I do different? What can I learn from this? How can I prevent this to happen? How can I do this differently? In baking, the cake sink, the cake raise up too much, the cake, have a hole in the middle. Lots of things. But okay, what I did now to the cake became like this. So learning. And that's one thing people is starting to lose focus because they focus too much on the problem.
Yeah.
Not what can I solve? How can I learn? How is this feedback, which is not very good feedback? How can I learn? How can I improve? So yeah.
Yeah. And another thing I wanted to add was, baking business is not where you make money overnight, because there's a lot to learn, and you cannot make money from the day you start baking, because you need to invest, build your market. One thing I really learned here is a face-to-face conversation matters a lot, because when you are there to provide, when you're there to connect with the people, the amount of orders you get is proportionately higher, way higher than what you just put it on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, or wherever. You just put it, it's not going to give you orders. It's what I'm seeing. The difference that I'm seeing is when I talk to people, when I build a relationship with them, the way that I present myself, that's changing a lot, because I have so many repeat clients. I have few of my friends who do not buy anywhere else. That I'm very proud to tell that, and happy to tell that. And they do not buy any, because the way we present, the things that we get as a service to them, I'm serving them a cake, so that is really helping. And it's a very wrong conception that people have. People who are baking make thousands of euros and pounds and dollars overnight. It's not true, because we need to invest back into the standard. We need to build our business, so it's not going to happen. It's at least a wait of few years before you see that actual money that people talk about, like, oh, you're going to earn so much, or you're making so much on a cake. No, because we get everything fresh when we are baking from home, and we're not going to stock up, like on the goods and the materials and supplies. It's not going to be like for you're there sitting. Everything's got fresh. Everything we have to go take a car drive to the stores, get them in, and make them fresh. So that's how it is. So we don't see a lot of money in the start of the business, and it's going to take a few years to get there. That's when you would have developed everything organized, put your focus into your product, what you're trying to get out. So everything. So all that matters. Just you bake a cake, get into a box, and done. You're delivered, they pay you. It's not gonna happen that. So you need to get a lot of focus into it, organize, plan your cakes a day before, It's not easy to do that. And someone comes and says, on fresh cream, they ask fondant. How am I supposed to do that? It's not gonna happen. The fondant's gonna melt, basically, I would say. So that needs a lot of planning and talking to your client and face-to-face conversation. All that has to be built. It's not going to happen overnight.
Okay.
But eventually we will come. Eventually
Yes,
you're gonna
eventually,
make a
yes.
profit when you plan, when you organize, when you be focused, when you have your cakes pricing, correctly,
Perfectly, yes.
when you have your right customers. But this will take time. But this is like, don't give up. And eventually you're gonna have a profit. Eventually you're gonna grow. Eventually people are gonna know you and your business and your brand, and you're gonna be fully booked, and then you're going to be people working for you. But this takes time.
True. Very true. So that's what I've learned. And since a couple of months, I'm almost booked every other week. So, but then I try to take breaks. Thank you, God's grace. So, but I do take breaks. I have a calendar set where I put family time, and I'm not going to take any orders. I'm closed. I'm closed for those days. So I just shut the door and say, no, I can't do it. Need that break.
Well, turned out first, I had to learn to say no.
No.
No to the wrong customers. Oh, can you give them a discount? Oh, can you do this? Oh, can you do that? Especially when I market for buttercream and fondant cake. And then, oh, can you do fresh cream? No anymore. No. Oh, can you do? I have to give up on that. Say no. Another thing, you're going to know they're not going to be part of your life anymore. It's sad to say that, but some people, they will look at you and your business and they will just discourage you. They will just, give you words of no blame. You know what I mean? It's like,
Yes.
why you do that? Why you don't get a proper job?
Oh, yes.
Or why you have a job and doing cakes? You want so much money. People do not understand what God has for you. Let them go. Let them go. You have to look after yourself, your health as well. And sometimes you will say no for a good money, for another order, but you need to have a health. You need to have a good mental health. And if you have a family, you have kids, you have a husband, you have your house, your family. If your family is starting to suffer for your business, I'm sorry to say your business doesn't worth it. Your business is to bring blessings for your family. It'll be tough, difficult, but if it's not, so yeah, you have as well to let it go of things, of other things. We're gonna make you stressful, anxious, and also you have to understand yourself, know yourself, what you can, and then learn from it.
I'm privileged to meet her on the live show here. I would definitely love to meet her in person and learn a lot, because I am planning to go to school and learn about baking more, you know. So I would definitely like to have her as my mentor and learn a lot of new things, because very few, we get to eat a very few different types, which I'm exploring my avenue in, but I would love to meet her and talk to her more, and have a cake and maybe decorate another cake together and have a cup of coffee. I don't drink coffee, but a cup of tea with something of that.
Well, you are all invited to come here. I feel so blessed to be here with you guys. And Emmanuel, can I just say something before I say something to this wonderful lady? Thank you, because it's a wonderful platform, and people, that's the thing. Bring bakers together, encourage other bakers, other people. Some people, oh, I'm not gonna help because there's a baker like me. No, 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 no. We have to be together. We have to, and it's such a wonderful platform. Thank you so much. God bless you. What can I say? She's a wonderful. She's a wonderful. I don't know how can I pronounce her name correctly. It's Hashini.
Harshini.
Hashini.
Yes.
Happy, you are so talented, and I want to learn from you. I'm sure I learned from you a lot today. So keep going.
Thank
Keep going,
you
because
again.
what God have for you is bigger than what you think. And if some people told me 20 years ago I will become a baker in London, I will be having my cakes on magazines, I will teaching cake decorating live on the theater of Cake International, I will be in the TV program, I will say, are you crazy? I will crazy. But
It's
listen to what God have for you and go for it.
thank
And I really
thank you.
hope we can have this tea together one day. So yeah, it was so lovely. I learned a lot, and I wish we can meet soon so I can continue to learn from you. Thank you.